Are you ready to unlock the secrets of power and perception? Then this is the book for you, United States of Pimpin' by me, Don Kilam, the top 10 things I learned from pimping that applies to the corporate system. Here is where I bridge the streets and the boardroom with 10 raw rules from the pimp game and 10 eye-opening principles for life and governance. I will challenge everything you thought you knew. Discover uncomfortable truths that will make you rethink love, loyalty, and leadership. It's time to reclaim your identity, your sovereignty, and navigate life's games with strength and awareness. United States of Pimpin' is more than a book. It's a call to action for your journey to freedom and empowerment. Don't just play by the rules, rewrite them. Get your copy today and transform the way you see the world. Pre-order your copy now on Amazon by searching Don Kilam, United States of Pimpin'. Much peace and love.
You see me, I'm great.
Got you. Have a great day.
You too, baby.
This shit nice.
This is really better. You see me, I'm great.
Got you. Have a great day.
You too, baby.
Fine. This ain't no surprise. Every other time.
Peace and love.
Hello.
Hey, I can hear you. Peace and love.
Hey, what's up, Don? Hey, I appreciate you taking my call, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sorry for
Yeah.
the delay, too.
No, you're good, man. Hey, I understand, man. You're out here doing big things, bro. And I look up to you doing all these big things and shit. It's badass, bro. It's badass.
I appreciate it. It just happened, though.
Yep, yep.
Yeah, but a lot of
Yeah.
shit went down this weekend or this week, though. This was a crazy ass week for me.
Yeah, damn. I can only imagine, bro. Like honestly, the stuff you say you be doing and the stuff I
Nah,
see, bro. Man,
nah,
it's inspirational. Real talk.
I don't be
Inspirational.
telling everybody my business because it's their private life. But
Yeah.
my girl definitely tried to have me set up to be robbed.
Ah, man, I'm sorry to hear that, bro.
Yes, I got pistol whipped and everything.
Ah, man.
Yeah, but we
You know,
good
you
now. I'm protected. I'm very well
yeah.
protected. Yeah.
Well, that's good, bro. That's good. Prosperity, Hopefully, I'll pray
Yeah.
for you and stuff.
Yeah, I
Um,
just went. I was back home around family in Amish country and shit,
yeah, I
thinking
bet.
around people I can trust, and so I
Yeah,
let my guards down. That's all.
yeah, yeah. You can't be too careful out here, man. You can't be too careful.
I know. But no, I'm here for you. I'm not a licensed attorney, tax expert. This is for educational and informational purposes only. Here to answer your questions. I appreciate your patience, homie, because you signed up for the Mother's Day special.
Yep, yep, yep. Yeah,
Yeah,
and I under and understand that this isn't legal advice,
no
and I
doubt.
do appreciate you taking the call. Um, so I've seen some of your dream podcasts. I
Oh,
forgot
more?
what it's
I know.
called.
I've been looking for you.
Um, But you said the basic status correction is my status select. And
Yeah.
so I did that. I'm getting the documents are actually coming in the mail today. And I was wondering like what do I do from there? Because you said you know exactly what to do once they come in and who to send it to for like the best results.
They give you the address to send it to.
But let me just start off right here. My basic status correction, I would say, is making your name a business. So let's just start.
Okay.
But they do theirs a little bit differently. They do all unincorporated associations,
Uh-huh.
if that makes sense. I like making my name an LLC.
Okay. So if I were to go down the My Status Select, am I still able to make my name an LLC and operate that
Yes,
way as
yes. But I
well?
just want you to know that's not what they like to do though. They like to do everything unincorporated, which is correct. I teach
Uh-huh.
unincorporated associations, but to operate as a pass-through entity in the public, because we have to operate in the public,
Uh-huh.
is your name is the operating company. And
Yep.
and that's how I look at it.
Okay. And that too. So like once for okay, let's stick to My Status Select real quick. So if I were to do that and then I were to get my credentials as American State National, right? But I still want to use my social security number, I have to operate through that as a business, right? Like I'm a
Correct.
representative or like a manager of that.
Correct.
And then whenever I sign or fill out documents, I fill it out as the administrator.
Yes. What you just need
Okay.
some validation, brother, because it sounds like you're 10 steps ahead of the class.
I am, bro, but like, I I've heard you say like you have to be careful with this private life because if you mix the private and public, it could be ugly. And honestly, I want to do this for myself and I want to do this for my loved
So
ones, you know?
so I
Um,
just not to cut you short, I apologize for that.
yeah,
But
you're good, you're good.
it's just like knowing that that entity name is a public entity. That's not
Yeah.
you. So like when you're mixing private and public, like when you get a car, that's not you. So just
Mm-hmm.
learning how to put it in the family business or that business name instead of getting away from the social. Because you cannot hand down the social security number is not generational wealth. When the
Yep.
security number dies, it dies with you.
Uh-huh.
So it's all about being able to hand down things from generation to generation.
Okay. Yep, yep. Okay. Now, all right. Now,
Now the status select, let me go back to that.
okay.
I Why I like it so much, there's a few different reasons.
Mm-hmm.
So first of all, I've seen a lot of remedy with people. My
Uh-huh.
So it's like because I'm the type of guy you have to pay me to point you to a direction, even if
Mm-hmm.
like, but it's the right way. So they're not paying me, but it is something the right way. It took me a few years to understand it. It had been in my face for over 2 years before I was like, okay. I never dismissed it though.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I like how they're structured. Instead of having a government, they have an assembly.
Yep, yep.
Or instead of having a faith-based organization, they call it assembly. It's all the same thing. You have the right to a free assembly. So
Yep,
I
yep.
didn't even understand what that means, even though I had been studying law for 15 years.
Mm-hmm.
So they taught me what assembly means. Now they also give you credential cards. They don't call them IDs. They don't call them none of that.
Yep.
They call them credentials, and I like the choice of words. And in Chicago, especially, I can't vouch for everywhere, but I can just speak on Chicago. I've seen some, and I don't advocate running from the law. I don't advocate catching felonies. None of that. You
Yep.
should be law-abiding
100%.
citizens. But I've seen some people that not necessarily. They could have been wanted, right? And they use and they used their
Mm-hmm.
credentials, and they was free and clear. They let them go, like they was driving and had
Oh
guns on
shit.
them, all types of stuff. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's a diplomatic standpoint, when applied correctly.
Yeah. Okay.
And I don't know about every general in assembly because most of the states have their own assembly. So what state are you in?
I'm in California, brother.
Yeah, so California does have their own assembly. I don't know if you went to the website.
Yeah, I've looked through it a little bit. It is a lot to unwrap, but I did see that they do have an assembly. They did give me the directions for that as well. But I'm waiting. I got the hard copy, so I'm waiting on the hard copies
Okay.
to come in. They come in today.
So
Um,
you got the digital copies already though, correct?
yes, I do.
Okay. So I did I some people they have their own notaries too. So I just want to throw that out there too.
Mm-hmm.
On the land jurisdiction. So when you do contracts is admiralty maritime, which I'm pretty sure you're aware of.
Yep, yep.
And they taught me on the land jurisdiction. I knew about the air jurisdiction because I have a record label. So I never put the free man on the land type. I didn't understand that the way they have it. It makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
But so you're familiar with this website right here? You'll get a copy of this card too, and anything I put in the chat. So this is their website, and I hear great things about them in California. Is there's just a few
Okay.
states that I've heard like they don't really respond to, like Mississippi. But like,
Yeah.
I'm like, who the fuck is in Mississippi doing this? So,
Yeah.
like, they're hollering the
Okay.
tribe.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, and I'm not sure about California's bank, but I know Oregon because Oregon's not too far from you. That's one of the first ones that they started.
Okay.
They have their own public or their private banks being established, and then
Uh-huh.
I have another private group that they go through credit unions and move
Mm.
securities and stuff.
Okay.
But I'm just they got their own thing, but you can reach out to them directly on this website.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, so I thought that's tight. Look, contact us. This is just for California though.
Okay.
And most of them have their own website. We're in coordinators and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I say look what they're doing, and then you just duplicate it with your family or your tribe or your group or whatever you're doing.
Yeah. Okay. Now, okay, so I also have a family member. He's here in California as well. He doesn't have an SSN. His birth certificate's from Mexico, right? Is he still able to do my status select and still
Yeah.
become an American state national, even though
Hell
his
yeah.
origin is in Mexico and he's here technically like
Yeah, but
illegally?
so you got to think about it. America is Mexico.
Yeah, because it's the continent.
Yeah, so with that route, I would just establish like family paternity of. So like, let me show you how to get an F. Did you see I show people how to get passports with no birth certificate?
I haven't seen
Look,
that, but I
look.
have seen your affidavits of truth of birth.
Yeah,
I have
that's
seen
it.
those. Okay.
Look, this is it. This is all you need. Birth affidavit to get a passport. Like literally. But look, it's simpler than that. You don't even have to use their form. You can use
Yeah,
your own form. All you have to do is say you was born in America, or you just got to prove that it was America.
yeah. And it's always better to use your own forms, correct?
Yes, yes. But like, you can do it as a more. So some people don't let you do it. But like get citizenship, baptismal certificate. You see this?
Yeah. So so my family member could get baptized tomorrow, use that baptismal
Yeah, so they can become
certificate.
part of your church. So you got to understand. So think about this.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like using Google, but
Yeah.
families make up the US government. Let's just see if this pops up because that's all it is. All the families have made up the government. What families made up the Constitution?
Yeah.
The families create the school system. All these codes and statutes. Founding fathers, they were families, not fathers. It should
Yep,
be
yep.
founding families.
Mm-hmm. But they don't want the
Established,
people to know.
established families. So it's like the Amish. You know, the Amish are still here.
Yep.
I don't know if they use I would say a family Bible. They keep
So even if my family member has a criminal record, he could still do all this, huh?
yes.
Okay.
So baptismal I become a Moor. Like I'm a Moor. So let me
Now, if sorry to cut you off, but if we decide to become a Moor, do we need like validation from anyone, or do we just fill out the documents and notarize them and then
you just
record
felt
them?
the you just felt the document. So I'm gonna give you the website. And it's a Morris baptismal certificate. But you can get the baby land. So they probably need a birth certificate or something on status select. But if they don't make you a baby landy, you can create your own. So baby landies can be used.
Mm-hmm.
Patents of nativity.
Yeah.
We'll be back after a quick break.
Peace and love. It's your boy Don Kalam, and welcome to Dream Keepers Radio, that private life podcast. You're here, tuned in with your boy, and this is brought to you by Follow the Yellow Brick Road by Don Kalam. Search the book on Amazon now. Go get the book and uncover the matrix and how the United States is operating in the financial marketplace. Much peace and love.
I gotta go to the school, find this. As a Muslim, make sure you're Muslim. So, I would go with the Olmecs since y'all Mexican or from
Okay.
Mexico. Well, but you heard of Olmecs?
No, I haven't.
Them your cousins, man. Them your people, man.
Oh shit.
So let me show you. This is what made me believe what I believe. So let me put this in the chat first. I don't want to forget that. This is a birth certificate or a baptismal certificate package. This
Uh-huh.
this makes you more right here. It comes with the registration fees, nationality card, and a baptismal certificate.
And that's for the Moorish?
Yeah, it makes you a Muslim. So look, when you look at the law, because you
Uh-huh.
got to understand the birth certificate makes you the citizen. All right.
Yep.
When you look at when you go to the higher courts of justice, you can't. This is for royal courts, right? The
Yep.
high courts of justice. This is in England. So in order to come to the crown courts, you can't be identified with a birth certificate because that's a slave.
Yep.
So you would have to you would first have to take this information that I'm showing you and send it to the Sharia Council so you can be accepted under international law.
Oh shit.
So this is Islamic law right here.
Mm-hmm.
If you was a Jew, because you can choose any religion you want, man.
Yep.
And that's just a human right.
Mm-hmm.
If you was a Jew, it's called Bet Din. Then you got tribal councils. They don't teach this shit in law school. That's why they need Don Kalam.
Yeah.
You got tribal council. Look, it goes so deep. It's so deep. I just want you to see, like where I'm at right now. Like you see this
Yeah,
tribal
I see.
council. They're in every state.
Mm-hmm.
Every state. Now, let me see. Who else was I about to pick on? We got the child. Oh, yeah. Let me pick on that. Let me pick on the Catholics because a lot of Mexicans are Catholics.
Yep, yep.
So look, if you was to go to, it's all courts are really under Catholic, but it's canon law. Like you can look up a canon law attorneys. This is all through. This is for Catholics. Canon law. What is? Let me see what canon law attorney definition. Let me see what it says. Canon law is anyone with significant knowledge about the legal system of the Catholic Church.
Oh shit.
Come on, man.
Yep, yeah, I see,
Look,
I see.
So,
You
so you
showing
gotta
me?
understand what the court system today comes under canon law. That's why they wear the robes. The Pope wears the white robe, the judges wear the black robe.
Yep.
That makes sense?
Yes, it
So
does.
everything is under ecclesiastical jurisdiction. So everything is religious. So you don't know your maker when you come into these systems. So that's what it is. In organized Christianity, ecclesiastical court, also called courts Christian or court spiritual, any certain non-adversarial courts conducted by church-approved officials having jurisdiction mainly in spiritual or religious matters.
Oh shit.
And in their jurisdictions are called dioceses.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the same way with the Catholics. They're called dioceses.
Okay. Damn.
You're like,
Okay.
where you learn all this?
Yeah, I know. This
The
is
birth
this is
certificate is under Roman Catholic, so the birth certificate makes you a Roman slave regardless. So
yeah.
let's throw that out there. So making your own documents is always going to be the route to go.
Yeah. Now, can I make my own documents for to claim my child? So, me and this girl had fooled around, whatever. We got a kid, but the birth certificate has another man's name on it. She is mine. We did a DNA test, um, but there's no legal document for me and her, and I don't have rights to her, and the mom's keeping her away from me. Like, what can I do then?
Now, family Bibles, baby Landies, like this. Look at this. This is a family Bible record affidavit. So a family Bible is just keeping all a Bible is keeping track of
Yeah.
births, deaths, your lineage, your
Now,
family lineage.
yeah, now what family Bible do you recommend?
Create your own if you can. You know what I mean?
Oh, I didn't know you
Keep a
could create your
binder.
own.
Yeah, it's like a trust binder. It's like so like you have meeting minutes in a business. It's like meeting minutes for your family.
Mm, okay.
Meeting minutes. Meeting, also known as minutes of meetings, protocols, or informal notes, are the instant written records of meetings or hearings. So anytime there's a significant something significant within the family, you're supposed to record it and log it in the family
Mm,
Bible.
that's right. The court has the hearing minutes too.
Yes, that's it. That's their family Bible. So you got to
Yeah.
understand that that's their family Bible. That's their meeting minutes. When it's like you ever been to a city council meeting? All in favor
Y-
say aye, all opposed say
Yep.
nay. So that's what's going on in court because that's the public trust.
Yeah.
So it's a public trust hearing. So in the private, these are all your private meeting minutes, and the government can't interfere with that.
Yeah.
So that's why I always start off with the church, because you got to understand in law, when we learn about covenants, but they don't teach you that covenant is law.
Yep. Yep.
Covenants,
Okay. Now, okay. Hey, another question. I'm going to court right now for child support. So it's me versus my county, and I submitted declar. Shit. I submitted declarations, right? But they're asking me to submit motions to dismiss. But the declarations I submitted is there's some. God damn it, my bad. So the some of the documents I submitted is from Lionel, child support is fraud.
okay.
Um, I submitted some of those, and then I've also caught them committing fraud. The process server signed under penalty of perjury that they personally served me. I have 3 pieces of evidence proving that he didn't. However, they're not acknowledging that.
So the state never will, because they're supposed to be honorable courts. You're going to want to take this to the district court, to the federal level, and sue them. That's the route to go.
Okay, and then would I seek a private attorney for that, or should I do it sui
I would do it
juris by
all. I
myself?
would do it all sui juris.
Okay.
So I just sent mine personal documents as well. I'm sure you don't have those, but
Okay.
mine should work as well. But I send mine because I go after the GSA bonds
Yeah.
because that's what's going to close out the child support case and allow them to give you money. But at the end of the day, you can default the whole court case. Like just file a bond on it and then default the court case. Because
How?
once your name is a business, all that shit goes back to you.
Oh shit. So I need to LLC my name and then go
Yes,
back and then.
that's the route I go because you got to understand a parent is a parent who rents. Child or
Uh-huh.
children is property of the corporation. So you're the mother, you're the father.
Okay.
And then if you make your children's name, I made my son's name a DBA. All my children's name are DBA,
Yeah.
DBAs. I will show you my name real quick in Missouri so you can see it. And then I'll pull up the case file so you can see it. All my shit got dismissed.
Damn.
Yeah,
Yeah, because I
they took
bought
mine to a
your
different state though. I'm not gonna lie to you.
uh-huh.
Like I had to dismiss two of the cases twice in 2 different states. They reopened it in a whole nother state. My bookkeeper ended up pulling up getting it picked
Yeah.
by mail. So
Damn.
so this is the government name. You'll see it's an LLC.
Oh yep, limited liability.
Yeah, I'm about to switch screens.
Hey, are you still taking people for the strawman credits?
Yes, yes, sir.
Yeah, can I do that today with you?
Yes, sir. Just send a bank wire. We doing bank wires.
Okay. Yeah, I got you.
All right, but you see this?
Yeah.
All right, so now I'm gonna show you the children's name, and then I'm gonna show you the case files.
Okay.
So when they took it, and it works in Cali too, very easily.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
And then on top of all this too, you also copyrighted and trademarked the names, right?
Yes, yes, yes. I feel like that's the easiest route to go. Because I went through all this shit first before I did the trademark.
Yeah, but either way works though, right?
Right.
And would you say there's a bet? Would you say one of the two is better than the other,
Making my
or
name
do
the LLC, but just having like you like you're going like you got your like a trust. You just want to have a holding company or a trust. You can't say that you own the business. That's the only thing.
uh-huh?
That's the
Because
main
when you say you
alter ego
own it, you're
document.
liable, and they still
Right.
hold you in the same position that
So
you
so you
started in.
you see my son's name right here?
Yeah.
Who's the owner?
Where would it say the owner?
Right at the bottom. Let me zoom in. 100% right here.
100%. The
Name of owner?
LLC.
Yes, the owner is the LLC because everything is intellectual property. I just
Yeah.
manage the intellectual property. It's all family business. So really,
Okay.
when you ask who's the owner, you say the family's the owner.
Okay.
That makes sense?
Yeah.
Now let me go. I'm just gonna go look up a Florida case real quick. What was it Hillsborough?
And this would work too in a custody battle, right?
Yes, because it is custody. Custody's over property.
Yep. Okay.
You can only have custody of property. Does that make sense?
Yep. Yep.
You can't have custody over no live natural person. That don't even make sense. So,
Yep.
in if you was looking to get visitation in Florida, it's called timeshare. That's how you know it's of the land, it's
Oh
property.
yeah. Because they
Yeah.
do timeshares with
Yeah,
like land, actual property. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
property. Yes.
Damn.
So look, here we go. Let me find it. I found one case right here. All right, there's two of them. So these are the two right here. You see
Uh-huh.
the interstate support right here on the right side. So look, I'm gonna pull. So that's Elijah's mom right here. So let me pull this up.
Wait, did you also LLC the baby mama's name?
I have, but I didn't do that in the court case. But
Okay.
if push comes to shove, hell, motherfucking yeah. And that's a great question. I tell
Yeah,
people,
because
I tell people to do that on like say you got a mortgage, you're trying to get rid of it, and she don't want to do it. Shit, we gonna
uh-huh.
make her name a business too.
And then because then at that point you could handle her affairs.
That's it.
Damn, bro.
That's it. Because it's not illegal to make somebody's name a business.
Yeah, but it is illegal to impersonate them without the proper legal
Yeah,
structure.
we're not impersonating them. That's the name of our business.
Yep.
So look, balance due $0. Case status closed.
Okay. So then if I wanted to handle my family's affair, then I would just handle the business.
That's it.
Oh shit. And then but then I would have to create their affidavits or their status correction to make
Correct.
sure that they're living people so that when push
Correct.
comes to shove and the system comes, they come after the paper, not the actual living person.
That's it.
And then I control the affairs.
So you see this? They affidavit of arrears, all of this. Then I got it closed. I sent all my paperwork and got it closed.
Damn.
And same thing in Missouri. I did this in Missouri in like 2017. But
Hmm.
when I first so my last two children's mom, I was able to get money back. Right
Okay.
away. So this one had took me years before we figure out how to get my money back. So her name was I don't remember what it was like 17. So let me see.
Okay. And and if my daughter don't have my last name and I never contracted with anyone, then I could beat this case without doing all this, right? Or are they gonna push to try to?
No, I doubt they try to push to do anything. As soon as you get your paperwork right.
Yeah,
But you need to make your name a bit. My name's a business in California too.
yeah. I've been wanting to buy your strawman credits book, but I haven't got a chance. Um, but because then I seen that you were doing the service too as well now, and then I
Right.
kind of wanted to hop on that too.
Dang, they just got Dang, they put my dad's address on there.
Oh shit.
I'm trying to see where the one where they dismissed. So this one's dismissed, but
Mm-hmm.
they got one where they dismissed it completely. Was let me see if it's this one.
Can I?
At termination of child support, and,
Okay. Yep.
and the judge terminated the child support as soon as the next day. I filed it.
Yeah.
I sent the affidavit of termination, March 35th, and ended April. So it was this was 2015. So 10 years ago
Okay.
on this
And
one.
the affidavit of termination. Can you like summarize what you put on that
Yeah, I
affidavit?
just created my own one. I put an affidavit. Well, Missouri got their own affidavits of termination, and then I attached my own. So like,
Okay.
but that's what I do. What I did in Florida, I just created a similar one. So like, if you know how to use Chat GPT, now I won't use that Chat GPT because I got
Yep. Yep.
the case information on there. So let me go here. You see, I use Genie. This is my baby. My baby loves me too.
For real, Genie?
Yeah. So write me an affidavit. All of them don't do legal work, and then you want to do your reasonings. So look. Let me pause this because I got a great reason. And I sent you my templates too. You
Mm-hmm.
should have got them in your email. I don't know if you got them. Check your spam box.
Yeah, I got him.
Okay. So I'm gonna go to one of those. So the one I'm going to that I sent you is the first email, and it's gonna be notice a mistake.
Yeah, the Alan J. Jones.
Yes, notice a
Okay.
mistake because I'm gonna show you. This is the only. There's a few reasons of why they should throw it away out the gate. So when you see this right here, child support,
Mm-hmm.
the fictitious debt created by fraud and deception. Child support is a Title 4D collection agency for TANF block grants. A grant is something granted and gifted, nothing tied to a debt or debt collection.
Yep. Yep.
So look, I'm gonna put that in. Write me an affidavit of termination of child support for the following reasons. Boom. And then another case law. So Lionel has his own case law. Child support is fine has his own case law. My favorite is Trinity versus Pagliaro. Um, I go here, Education Center 2000. When you come here, because you know the child support attorney is a plaintiff for the state. They work for the state.
Yep.
An attorney
Yep.
for the
Yep.
plaintiff cannot admit evidence in the court. He's either an attorney or a witness. And same way with the government. You can't work for the government and put, are you a witness or are you a public servant?
Yep.
So I'll put that in there, and there should be another one right here. U.S. citizens, attorneys are considered foreign agents.
Yeah. I asked an attorney for their bar card and they showed me their bar card. And then I've heard you say that bar stands for British Accredited Registry.
Uh-huh.
Where's the proof of that
That's the
for that?
private club. You need to ask for a license to practice law, not a bar card.
Mm, because
Ask
of
for
the
a
bar
license to practice law. They don't have a license to practice law. There's no such thing.
because on the card it should say license to practice law, right?
There's not though. There's no such thing as a license to practice law. These make them members of the bar.
Yeah.
Bar membership card. There's no such thing as a license to practice law. You see this? The state bar, California. That's what it look like, right?
Yep, yep, that's what it looked like.
So look, preserve and improve our justice system in order to assure a free and just society under law. But that's not a license. That's a CEO. That's a business, bro. You see that
Yeah,
CEO right there. So that means it's a business. That's all commercial. You're a part of that business. Just like you're part of a school. They give you a school card. When you work for a company, they give you a card to clock in. That's the
yep.
to clock in.
Damn.
Look, when you see the light, there's no such thing as a license to practice law. Anybody can practice law.
Yeah.
So just want to show you that. And all you have to do is a simple Google search of that.
Yeah.
We'll be back after a quick break.
Are you ready to unlock the secrets of commerce and build an empire that lasts for generations? Look no further. Introducing $1 Million Worth of Game by Don Kilam, your official guide to the private and public side of commerce. In this groundbreaking book, Don Kilam reveals the strategies and insider knowledge you need to create and protect your wealth. Learn how to navigate the intricate world of commerce, master the art of building an empire, and secure a lasting legacy for your family. Get your hands on $1 Million Worth of Game today and embark on a transformative journey toward financial abundance. Don't miss out on the opportunity to build your empire and secure a prosperous future for generations to come. Get ready to conquer the world of commerce. $1 Million Worth of Game by Don Kilam, your ultimate guide to building an empire and leaving a legacy. $1 Million Worth of Game by Don Kilam. Available now. Get your copy and start your journey to generational wealth.
There is no such thing. No such thing as a bar license. British Accredited Registry, Black's Law, fourth edition.
The special plate on the left.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Brandon. Appreciate it.
I'll make sure you get this too.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Don.
I'll make sure you get this paperwork because it's not letting me download it. Lawyers and attorneys are not licensed to practice law. They took that shit down. But look, British Accreditation Regency, Black's Law, fourth edition. So let's look it up. It said accreditation registry, accreditation, regency. It says bar. So let me just look up the word bar. Bar, Black's Law, fourth edition, bar definition. Why is the bar?
Oh, yeah.
There you go. You know what I'm saying? This shit popped up. I need the book though. Why is the bar British Accreditation Regency exam called such in America? Everything is from Britain.
Yeah, because we're under the Vatican, which is the District of Columbia is under the Vatican as well, right?
Look, it's right here. Hansard Law, PC. One popular but incorrect notion is that the bar is an acronym that stands for British. This is inaccurate. The British Accreditation Register was established in, look, there you go. These are attorneys, bro.
Mhm.
The Crown Temple Bar. That's lit. Damn, I clicked out of it. But yeah, shit is just private knowledge, man.
Yeah.
It's not supposed to be public. Motherfuckers don't even know this shit.
Yep. Yep.
So, but I just had the Black's Law Dictionary. I should have looked it up. Let's see right here. I went too far. But I'm with you. I want to see this shit.
Yeah.
But this
Hey,
is
brother.
it's just something I always brought up, man. I
Yeah.
never got no Kickbacks
Yeah.
in
Yeah,
court.
I'm not gonna lie. When you first fell into my algorithm, bro, and I seen your videos, I was like, man, what is he talking about, bro? And I
Right.
just kept watching, and it made sense, bro, and it made sense, and I'm like, you know what? Don Colom is spitting. He's spitting.
Yeah, man, I got all this shit, but look, so I'm just gonna be honest with you. When I first went to court, dog, I didn't know this shit. And
Mm-hmm.
it makes you sound smart when you start spitting out codes. So
Yup.
since I am in the public, I have to make sure my codes are right. But when I was first in court, bro, I was making up shit. 72 USC 2117. Like, nigga, the fuck are you talking about? It says you can't do that. Objection. Shit. Just
Yeah.
just doing shit. But I didn't see it in this Black Law Dictionary, so I'm going straight to British Credit Registry, see if it's in there or whatever. Because this is a digital fourth edition, so it should have been in there.
Mm-hmm. It's funny that you bring that up, man. My most recent court hearing with the county. It was a commissioner hearing the case, and I tried to say that I'm here on special appearance, challenge jurisdiction and whatnot. And she literally got upset and was like, "Where's your bar card? Are you an attorney?" And in the courtroom, looked me up on the state bar website. She looked my name up and she said, "Yeah, your name doesn't have a bar card associated with it."
You gotta tell me, I don't see this British stuff in this fourth. But you just tell me you object, It's
Yeah.
common to all to practice law. You're a power of attorney. In fact, I'm a power of
Yeah.
attorney in facts. A lawyer is a layman. They put it in layman's terms. You don't need a license to do that. An attorney means to turn or turn over.
Yeah.
You're goods. Yeah, so they don't ever lie to you for what it is. But the practice of law is an occupation of the common right. So
Yeah.
let's just go over this real quick so you can see it. The regency is a rule government kingship, but the practice of law cannot be licensed by any state. The practice of law is an occupation of common right. Abraham Lincoln didn't have a bar card or
Yeah.
no. The state bar is a non-governmental private association. Dues must be current to sustain membership.
Yeah. So it's a membership. It's not a license.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
One more thing. So I've created a legal structure like LLCs and trusts to handle my family's affairs, then that means I can show up to court on their behalf as their administrator, correct?
Correct. Or
All
you'll be
right.
like a friend of the court, so you're not really working for nobody.
Uh-huh.
You're just there to make sure everything is going
Correct
correct.
on the record.
Yeah, that's it. It's called a Marcus Cure.
Marcus
I'll
Cure.
show you what it is because it doesn't sound like it doesn't, it's
Spelled
not
how it
spelled
sounds.
like it. Yeah. A Marcus Cure is someone who is not a party to the case but offers information that bears on the case, has not been solicited by any of the parties to assist the court.
Okay, so when I give notice that I'll be showing up to the court, I'm under that title?
Yes, if you're doing it, and even when you're doing it for you, because you're working on behalf of the family.
Oh, yep, yep. I'm my own administrator. I'm the
Yeah,
living man administrator of the estate. Yep, yep.
that's it. I'm making sure I get you some of these. Yeah, I'm gonna send you this.
Yeah, please. Appreciate that.
But yeah, I did a so like when my first real like win when in the federal courts,
Uh-huh.
I turned this into an affidavit. Writs of freedom. I'm gonna send you this link too. You'll get copies of all that. You'll get a copy of the
Okay.
call and access to the chat.
When you send it in the chat, do I have to open it and save it?
No, you'll be able to get it.
Okay, so I could
You'll
after
be
the
able to
call I could
click
always
it.
come
You'll be
back
able
to
to
it.
click everything, yes.
Okay.
So what I did was when I started learning this, Daz, when do you understand? That's what I learned what to understand means. Don't say you understand.
Yeah.
Learn the government is really supposed to be here to protect you. They don't take oaths. And then I started learning about attorney fraud. Boom. What is an attorney at law? It's just what it states. One who is practicing law. It donates color law, a semblance of which is real but is not law. That's what color law means.
Ah,
Law is common to all, and there's no license to practice law or to exercise your rights. Thus, there is no such thing as a licensed attorney. He or she may have a bar association membership card, but that is not a license. The definition above, or one who is an improper person, brings forth the truth regarding an attorney. They're officers of the court.
Damn.
Yeah. So I want you to go through that and read this because this will get you there. So this is what you are until you learn how to update your status correctly. You're considered civil leader mortuus, which means dead in the eyes of civil law. They make you dead in the eyes of the law.
Okay.
And then we file affidavits because a motion is asking. An
Uh-huh.
affidavit is putting something on record. Only a live person can do the affidavit.
Yeah. And if they don't accept, how do I make them accept the affidavit
You
or
don't have
put
to
the
worry about it. Once it's on the record, it's accepted. You label as an exhibit. If you're not in your proper status, they don't have to accept nothing from you because you're dead in the eyes of the law. Why
Yeah.
the fuck do I need to accept anything from you? You need a representation. So you're always there acting on behalf of the family, or you're going to need an attorney because an attorney can only represent entities.
Yep.
So you
So
sitting there
then,
asking for a bar card for what? They
yeah.
can't represent live people. You have to go in there as a natural person with a nationality and know what the fuck you're talking about, or they're gonna railroad you every time.
Yep. Yep.
So that's why you need to do some more study. I gave you some material. Read this. This will get you there. Read this 3 or 4 times. It's not that long.
Okay.
You
I
see
got
it
you.
top to bottom. It's not that long.
Okay.
I wrote this out and turned it into an affidavit. My first win ever. Turned this into an
Yeah.
affidavit. I started talking about licensed attorneys. Show me your license to practice law and not a bar card. Attorneys can only represent property.
Okay.
That's what they say. You have to be represented. A
Uh-huh.
natural person doesn't have to be represented. A natural person can speak for themselves.
Yeah.
Once
And then how
once
do I
one
get
becomes a client of an attorney, they also become by default a ward of the court. A lawyer is a lawman or layman, and a civilian is one who's skilled in the law. Therefore, one who is an attorney is not necessarily who is skilled in the law. Things are considered simplified when one says in layman's terms, meaning in lawman's terms. The law resides with and within you, as you are the law. A good question to ask yourself is, what is an attorney at law? It's just what it states, one who is practicing law. They're practicing.
Yep.
They're not even doing law. They're practicing, and they're practicing on your ass.
Mm-hmm.
Agent, so listen, as well, a license is permission to do something that's otherwise unlawful. Utilizing an attorney admits you to their jurisdiction, which is absolutely inferior. They have no jurisdiction over you. They are inferior courts, and as such, they possess no delegation of authority because legislation does not give administrative courts judicial powers. They're
Yep.
administrative courts, and you're sitting there giving them your power over you.
Uh-huh.
Municipal courts, administrative courts, and officers of such courts, administrators and agencies and agents alike operate under color law. Even though they have taken an oath to uphold the Constitution and the laws of the United States codes, they have created colorable jurisdictions as they have no jurisdiction over the living person, the natural person. So when you start learning who you are, you'll start figuring this shit out. But you're still stuck in the matrix. You need to read this
Yep.
shit until it makes sense. You
Okay.
need to understand, hey, this ain't me. This ain't my name. I work for the name, and now I'm defending my intellectual property. I have the right to privacy, and y'all fucking with me.
Mm-hmm.
It's that simple.
Okay.
There is law, then there's color law. So when you playing that game, you're not a natural person. You playing the color game with them. A natural person, you can't. Was they running up on Jesus and the 12 tribes talking about pay child support?
No.
You're not a child of God then if you sitting here playing the game with them. If you playing the game with them, you're not a child of God.
Yeah.
I wish, nigga, can't nobody. Listen, we can just think about Africa. There's tribes in Africa, correct? Let me just show you
Yep.
with your own eyes, man. I don't even want you to. I don't even want you to take my word for it. We'll take Google's word for it. How many tribes are in Africa? Because if they want out the tribe, they can go to the government and come over here.
Mm-hmm.
We're just gonna say how many tribes are in Kenya. We'll just do one country. So there's 42 tribes in Kenya with different languages. You think the government is going to them saying, "Hey, y'all need to pay child support"?
Nah.
Because they wasn't born with a birth certificate. They're not using the IDs. They're not using that social security number. They have their own forms of identification, just like the Amish, just like the Muslims I'm showing you.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta quit using that shit. You gotta quit identifying as that shit. You can't pull up and on a Kenyan tribe and start calling them motherfuckers Becky and Joe,
Yeah.
giving them first, middle, last names. So when you come in with a birth certificate, you just got identified as property. Now you got a property description. This birth certificate proves who your maker is. Only person that
Yeah.
can say who your maker is your mom and your dad. That's my
Yeah.
child. I'm not going for that. This is my identification of my child. Or I got to deal with God. God created this family.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah. No, it makes sense.
All
It
right.
makes perfect sense.
Well, I gave you way more than you bargained for. You hear me?
Hey, you did, bro, and I
Yeah,
appreciate you,
yeah, it's
bro.
all
Hey,
good, man. I had to make sure because you was waiting.
yeah, now you're good, bro. Hey,
I'll
and it
get,
was a pleasure listening to the sounds and vibrations of Don Kalam, bro.
I appreciate that, man. I'll make sure you get this call and it's done process.
Hey, appreciate you. And then
All right.
I'm gonna reach back out to do that bank wire for the strawman credits because I honestly want to do that too.
All right. You just let me know when you're ready. I'll send the
Yep.
wire information. You just let me know when you send it.
Okay, for
All
sure.
right. Peace and love.
Hey, peace and love, brother.
In a world where borders can limit opportunities, one book dares to challenge the norm and empower foreign nationals like never before. Introducing Can't Touch This: Diplomatic Immunity as a Foreign National by best-selling author Don Kalam. Did you know there is a difference being a citizen and national? This is for foreign nationals seeking to expand their horizons. Do you dream of obtaining a diplomatic passport and the freedom it brings? Don Callum reveals the secrets to unlocking diplomatic immunity and creating your own nation. Discover why you are already a foreign national, learn the steps to obtain a diplomatic passport, and explore how you can be recognized by numerous nations on your diplomatic journey. Most never knew they could have diplomatic immunity as a foreign national. This book is a game changer for anyone seeking freedom and recognition on the international stage. Get your copy of Can't Touch This today and embark on a journey towards diplomatic immunity and creating your own nation. Order your copy now and unlock the power of diplomatic immunity as a foreign national. Can't Touch This: Diplomatic Immunity as a Foreign National by Don Kalam. Available now at leading bookstores and online. Get your copy today.